Welcome to Real Judaism with Rabbi Ari Klapper. Unfiltered wisdom for Jewish life.
In Halacha Beis, the Chafetz Chaim now tells us a situation that unfortunately is all too common. Let's say a Reuven, he says something not nice, something bad about Shimon in front of two people, okay? That could already be that Reuven spoke Lashon Hara about Shimon in front of these two people. Now, one of these two people goes back and he tells Shimon, he says, do you know what Reuven said about you? Well, okay, that's already Rechilus. Because to tell something to somebody, what somebody else said about them is Rechilus. So when one of these two people goes back to Shimon and says, you know, Reuven really said something really not nice about you, that person is now over on Rechilus. What about the other person? What about the second person that was standing there? Is there a problem with him also going to Shimon and say, oh, I heard that Reuven said something really not nice about you? After all, Shimon already knows that Reuven said this. This is nothing new to Shimon. So what would be the problem with him telling Shimon as well? I was there also when Reuven said this really not nice thing about you. I heard it as well. Says the Chafetz Chaim, such a thing is also Isser Rechilus. And for this, a number of reasons. First of all, it's very possible that Shimon didn't really believe it. Reuven wouldn't say something like that about me. But when a second person comes and says it, it definitely strengthens his belief and therefore his anger at Reuven for saying this. And that would cause more animosity, more hatred, and therefore it would also be usser. Sometimes even Shimon believes it already, but still, adding fuel to the fire does not make things better. It is still usser. Sometimes this was done much later on, and even though Shimon knows about it, it fades a little bit from his memory. It's not as sharp. And then when the second person comes, he reawakens it. In all of these situations, the second person is not adding any new information. What the second person is doing is adding more anger and more hatred. And that's why this is Rechilus, and that's why it's Aser.
Thank you for joining Real Judaism, where we explore Torah's wisdom for real life. Created by J Foundations and produced by Eli Podcast Productions. Find more episodes at realjudaism.org and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.